Okay, everybody, welcome back to another Central Bank FX Setup video edition. My name is still Damagaj from good old Germany. On Sunday, the 9:13, yes. It's meanwhile 14 o'clock Central European time, so I want to give you a Central Bank setup for this week and shortly review and preview. And I want to, showing you the New Zealand dollar and give you my opinion about this currency. Okay, before we started, let's get a shortly overview. Last week we've got central bank dates. Even New Zealand dollar, the Reserve Bank said that they could maybe raise their rates even next year. And excuse me. And after that, I focused my last two trading days about the New Zealand dollar. I want to give you my opinion about and I want to give you even a trading capability. However, South Korea also got a date, nothing new. Also, Philippines, Indonesia raised their rates, meanwhile, to 7.25% basic points, and that's all from last week. This week, much more impacts. Heavier on Tuesday, Turkey, Central Bank of Turkey meets. Thursday, then India and USA. And on Wednesday, India and USA. And on Thursday, Switzerland, Norway, and South Korea. So this week, much more interesting central bank dates. Follow me on Twitter. I will tweet you my opinion when it happened. And of course, Federal Reserve. I'm quietly, or I'm a total disappeared of the development of the US dollar since last Friday. Not this Friday, last Friday, even after the labor market data. And since then, it seems like that the market don't selling the US dollar, but even don't buy it. And I would this week probably wait and see what will happen, and maybe over next week trade the US dollar again. So all in all, this week, once again, Turkey, India, USA, Switzerland, Norway, and South Korea in the focus. But I would focus myself and this video even the New Zealand dollar. And I want to give you my opinion about the New Zealand dollar. I prepared here some charts. Okay, before we started, here I also tweeted. Here, follow me on Twitter. Can read it here. The dates and speech of this week of the majors. Tuesday. So if you're trading the majors on Tuesday, focus yourself on Australian dollar. Monetary policy meets will come out on Wednesday. On Wednesday, focus yourself on pound cable. Pound, the MPC official bank rate votes will come out, and also the FOMC statement, press conference, and economic projections. So Monday, if you want Australian dollar, Tuesday, Monday empty, nothing from the central bank's side. Yes, Tuesday Australian dollar, Wednesday pound and US dollar, European session pound, US session US dollar, and on Thursday Asia session Japanese yen, European session on Thursday. Watch the chief quarterly central bank meeting of the Swiss National Bank, and Friday also Asia session, the Japanese yen when BOJ Governor Kuroda will speak. So all in all, good. How do you say? A lot of impact from the central bank this week. So stay aware, analyze the stuff again, and focus yourself on or focus or don't ignore these dates throughout your trading this week. Okay, but I want to focus myself here this week in the New Zealand dollar. So here I've got the dates or the important data from last week here. We've got the official cash rate still by 2.5, press conference, rate statement, and monetary policy statement. I tweet you can read and watch what the Reserve Bank of New Zealand got to say. Also, Governor Whelan speak. I tweet also on this weekend here on Sunday. So read, analyze the stuff again, and create your own opinion. For this week, we've got the GDP on Thursday in the New Zealand and the current account on Wednesday. So heavy impact data. Consumer sentiment also on Monday, interesting. And credit card spending on Friday. So every day we've got one interesting economic puzzle piece, if you want. So this will surely be an interesting week for the New Zealand dollar. So I prepared here some charts for you. I want to give you my opinion about it. Here we go with the New Zealand dollar. And this is an own created index. I call it Major 7 4XSetUp Price Index. Started 2000 with 100 points. Meanwhile at 150 points roundabout. The point is I simply added here and New Zealand dollar with the 7 majors, even New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, cross rate, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, European euro, British pound, US dollar, and Japanese yen. So, and then we've got here this development, and the interesting point is here. Where's the next? Here. The interesting point is, as the central bank here, the vertical lines always on the day as while the last central bank meets or dates of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. And if we zoom a little bit here, we see on Wednesday we've got the date, and Thursday, Friday we've got here this little pressure. And the question is, of course, here the next date is 30th October, 10:30 this year, and 12:11 this year. So I don't think or accept that the central bank will do something. But the question is, of course, we've got here a new future scenario, or future design, or future a new story here, even in the New Zealand dollar. And the question is, of course, how the market and participants will react. And it seems like in the last 2 days that they put the money out of the tables, even take the dollar or sell the dollar even last 2 days. Maybe to buy lower, or or maybe it's the New Zealand dollar going too far. Cause if we see here I created an upside trend line, and we see here from June last year, or 31st May 2012. Let me be accurate. 1st June, yes, 1st June 2012, and here on 11/9/2012. So even June, November last year, here this upside trend. So, and the question is, of course, as here this news came out that the central bank will raise up their rates. Is this how to say in English? Yeah, buy on rumors here. Higher economy, higher acceptation in the New Zealand dollar, higher rates, and sell on facts. Maybe, yes. Is it this, or is this or will this upside trend still still running? Will the New Zealand dollar still running? Yes. Because from a technical point of view, here we see June, July and August, here this consolidation, even round about this upside trend. So, and we saw here in the cross rates this consolidation above. So if you want, maybe is this a turning point here if you want. We can also create here a trading pattern if you want, shoulder, head, shoulder, or even here in consolidation and here in higher consolidation. The question is, of course, will this upside trend hold, and will we get here at a higher price level, even at a level between April, May, or will it come down? So, and in the last 2 days, it seems like that the bears here, that we don't got here some bulls at this price level. Maybe the market don't accept this, what the Reserve Bank of New Zealand said, or even accept it and sell on the facts. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I will surely on Monday, analyze the cross rates, for itself even, and I will surely create a technical analysis throughout Monday for you to even to make some pips. I'm not sure even to go long or short in New Zealand dollar right here right now. So, but it seems like very attractive. So here, all in all, I find I'm thinking that more reasons to buy. That there are more reasons to buy the New Zealand dollar than to sell. Here we saw here this consolidation. We break out of this consolidation. This trend line still holding. It's still holding, and we see here even this trading pattern, and that's the next target. Last 2 days we didn't, jumped up and trade New Zealand dollar at higher price levels, but maybe in the next weeks, or even it's an bulls fails breakout, how to say in English, and we will fall here extremely back. That's also an opinion. However, we will see what will happen, but it's very interesting. Here we saw also the 100 and 200 SMA. We also breaks out, and the question is, of course, is this an breakout here or still upside trend? Here indications, one bullish is here. We are above. If you want 4 reasons to buy, here the blue trend line, first reason, 100, 200 SMA, second, third reason, and fourth reason here, this trading pattern. So 4 reasons to buy New Zealand dollar, but the main reason is here this. After the lows, here this price level, here are the bears awaiting the bulls, and that's the question between bulls and bears here, even round about 150, my index 149.393. Here if we zoom a little bit, see this trading pattern much better here. Yes, here we've got here this consolidation. We fall down here, 4 reasons to buy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've got it. Then the central bank came out with the news, and then we've got here sell pressure, and now we are round about these levels. And the question is, of course, here to go long or short. Analyze every cross rate New Zealand dollar against one major for itself, and make and create your opinion. I will also make this and will give you throughout Asia session this week and trading capability in New Zealand dollar. But all in all, very attractive, very good setup for the next days, or even until the end of the year here, or not in the end of the year, but here in September, October, here into the next RBNZ meeting. It could be a very attractive investment or trade, the New Zealand dollar. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Thanks for spending your time watching my video. I'm hoping you find some interesting new point of views in the New Zealand dollar. So, however, analyze this stuff again. It's still yours, and I wish you a good morning, day or night, whenever you're watching my 4XSetUps. Talking to you by 4XSetUp. while Wall Street session on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and throughout on Monday throughout Asia session. So bye bye, and on Monday of course also on Wall Street session and Asia session too. So stay there, take care, analyze the stuff again, and it's still yours. Bye bye, guys.